The feeling of being a beauty was simply intoxicating. A burly man couldn't resist pulling out an adorable plush toy to offer her. A man in the middle of a confession stared at her, utterly mesmerized, making his girlfriend so angry she slapped him. Even accidentally interrupting someone's work wasn't a problem. The craftsman simply modified his statue to look like her. Thanks to her beauty, strangers treated her with kindness all along her journey to find her father. By chance, she spotted a wanted poster with her face on the wall, with soldiers closing in behind her. She fled into a dead-end alley. What to do? Thinking quickly, she came up with a plan. When the soldiers arrived, all they saw was a mirror moving. Pushing it aside, they were puzzled. Huh? Why is there a chubby girl here? The soldiers were baffled. Snow White made up an excuse to leave, terrified they would discover the truth. The reality was, she had taken off the magical shoes. Just then, another group of soldiers picked up the shoes. Seeing only a plump girl, they rudely teased her, mocking her for being too fat to fit into the shoes. Snow White was furious. She fought back against the soldiers, but how could she take on so many alone? Cornered against a wall, just as they were about to attack, the soldiers were suddenly struck down by a bolt of lightning. Merlin, ever the gentleman, handed her the red shoes. His kindness touched Snow White's heart. Growing closer, she and Merlin developed a magical chemistry between them. Finally, one evening, Merlin got his wish, a kiss from Snow White. But he didn't transform back into a handsome man, he remained a dwarf. Rubbing his cheeks in confusion, he couldn't understand why. The reason was simple. At that moment, he was in love with the stunning beauty before him, not the real Snow White. Suddenly, wooden monsters appeared in the forest, not just one, but three. Merlin's short stature severely limited his combat ability. In desperation, he asked Snow White to close her eyes and trust him. With her eyes tightly shut, he then transformed, to the wooden monster's astonishment, summoning magical lightning that struck one of them. A stone bridge shattered, sending the monster falling. Victorious, Merlin started boasting again. See? I'm still me. But unexpectedly, the wooden monster had an unexpectedly long health bar. Realizing he couldn't win in a direct fight, he decided to take one down with him. Both he and the monster fell into the water. Without hesitation, Snow White leaped into the sea after them. Merlin was trapped under a heavy rock. Seeing he had lost consciousness, she kicked off the red shoes, reverting to her stronger, plumper self, and used her strength to lift the rock and save him. When Merlin woke up, he finally learned the truth. The beautiful girl who had been by his side was actually an ordinary-looking, plump girl. Unable to accept it, he abandoned Snow White and left alone. Heartbroken, Snow White wandered alone through the forest. As she walked, she unexpectedly encountered Merlin again. This time, he pulled out an apple and told her to eat it, claiming the shoes would slip off if she did. Just as she took the apple and was about to bite into it, a voice stopped her. It was another Merlin.